Learn English with the news, the Los Angeles wildfires. Hi everyone, and welcome to Lumi Learning. Today, I want to discuss an urgent issue: the ongoing wildfires devastating Los Angeles and the surrounding areas. Wildfires are not uncommon in California, but the current situation is especially severe. As of today, two major wildfires, the Palisades and Eaton Fires, are burning across Southern California, causing widespread destruction. These fires have claimed lives, displaced thousands, and left entire neighborhoods in ashes. This is not just a natural disaster. It's a crisis that impacts people, the environment, and the economy. We're going to explore the current status of these fires, their causes, the impacts they're having, and what's being done to address them. We'll also talk about the broader context of wildfire prevention and how we can better prepare for the future. Let's start with the facts. The Palisades Fire, which began on January 7, 2025, has burned over 23,700 acres. Despite the efforts of thousands of firefighters, it remains only 14% contained. High winds and dry conditions have made it difficult to control. The Eaton Fire is another major blaze which broke out near the foothills of Pasadena. This fire has destroyed over 12,000 structures, including homes, businesses, and cultural landmarks. Tragically, the combined death toll from these fires has reached 24, with many more injured or missing. Evacuation orders are in place for over 150,000 residents, and air quality across LA has deteriorated due to thick smoke. Schools and businesses in the affected areas have closed, and the local economy is suffering. Why are these fires so severe? Several factors contribute to the intensity of wildfires in Los Angeles. The infamous Santa Ana winds are playing a major role. These strong, dry winds fan the flames, causing fires to spread rapidly. Wind gusts have reached up to 100 miles per hour, making firefighting efforts even more dangerous. Southern California has faced an unprecedented dry spell, with no measurable rainfall for over 8 months. Vegetation has become tinder dry, creating the perfect fuel for wildfires. Over the years, climate change has led to longer fire seasons and more intense wildfires. Rising temperatures and prolonged droughts create a dangerous combination that makes it easier for wildfires to ignite and harder to control. Many wildfires are caused by human actions, whether accidental or intentional. Electrical equipment malfunctions, campfires, discarded cigarettes, and arson are common culprits. Investigations into the causes of the current fires are ongoing. The impacts of these wildfires extend far beyond the burned areas. The most tragic consequence is the loss of life. At least 24 people have died, and many others are missing. Thousands of families have been displaced, and many have lost everything they own. The emotional toll on survivors is immense. Wildfires destroy ecosystems, kill wildlife, and release massive amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. The smoke has also led to hazardous air quality in LA, posing health risks to millions of residents. The cost of fighting these fires runs into the millions of dollars. Beyond that, the destruction of homes, businesses, and infrastructure leads to long-term economic losses. Tourism, a major industry in LA, is also affected, as visitors stay away due to poor air quality and road closures. In addition to homes and businesses, these fires have destroyed landmarks and irreplaceable cultural artifacts. The loss of these pieces of history is heartbreaking for the community. Now, let's talk about what's being done to fight these fires. Thousands of firefighters from across the state and beyond are working tirelessly to contain the flames. They're using aircraft to drop water and fire retardants, as well as bulldozers to create fire breaks. Emergency responders have set up evacuation centers to provide shelter, food, and medical care to those who have been displaced. Community organizations and volunteers are stepping up to offer support. Health officials are urging residents to stay indoors and use air purifiers or N95 masks to protect themselves from the smoke. State and federal agencies are providing funding and resources to assist with firefighting efforts and recovery. Governor Gavin Newsom has declared a state of emergency, and President Biden has pledged federal assistance. While responding to the current fires is critical, we also need to think about the future. How can we prevent disasters like this from happening again? Improved forest management practices, such as controlled burns and clearing dead vegetation, can reduce the risk of wildfires. Utilities need to invest in infrastructure to prevent electrical equipment from sparking fires. This includes burying power lines and implementing automatic shutoff systems. Addressing climate change is essential to reducing the severity of wildfires. This includes reducing greenhouse gas emissions, transitioning to renewable energy, and investing in sustainable practices. Education and preparedness programs can help communities stay safe during wildfire season. This includes creating defensible spaces around homes, developing evacuation plans, and staying informed through alerts and warnings. In closing, the wildfires currently devastating Los Angeles are a stark reminder of the challenges we face in a changing world. While we cannot prevent all wildfires, we can take steps to mitigate their impacts and protect our communities. Let's honor the firefighters, first responders, and volunteers who are working around the clock to save lives and property. And let's commit to supporting policies and practices that address the root causes of this crisis. Thank you for your time, and I encourage everyone to stay informed, stay safe, and support those affected by these fires.
Let's go ahead and dive into a 10-question vocabulary quiz about the Los Angeles wildfires. You'll have 10 seconds to answer each question, so let's go ahead and get started. Number 1. What does devastating mean in the context of the wildfires? A. Causing extreme damage. B. Gradually improving. C. Completely unnoticed. The answer to this question is A. Causing extreme damage. Number 2. What does mitigate mean and we can take steps to mitigate their impacts? A. Aggravate. B. Lessen or reduce. C. Eliminate entirely. The answer to this question is B. Lessen or reduce. We want to reduce the impacts of wildfires. Number 3. What does infrastructure mean in utilities need to invest in infrastructure? A. Basic physical and organizational structures. B. Decorative items. C. Unnecessary equipment. The answer to this question is A. Basic physical and organizational structures. Number 4. What does displaced mean in thousands of families have been displaced? A. Moved to a new area. B. Left behind. C. Left in place. The answer to this question is A. Moved to a new area. Families have moved due to the wildfires. Number 5. What does culprits mean in common culprits include electrical equipment malfunctions? A. Helpers. B. Victims of issues. C. Causes of problems. The answer to this question is C, causes of problems. Electrical equipment malfunctions can contribute to the start of wildfires. Number 6. What does catastrophe mean in the context of the fires? A minor setback. B, a sudden and widespread disaster. C, an unexpected success. The answer to this question is B, a sudden and widespread disaster. A sudden and widespread disaster has occurred due to the wildfires in LA. Number 7. What does deteriorated mean in air quality across LA has deteriorated? A, improved. B, remained stable. C, worsened. The answer to this question is C, worsened. The air quality in LA has worsened due to the wildfires. Number 8. What does prolonged mean in prolonged droughts create a dangerous combination? A, short-lived. B, extended in time. C, quickly resolved. The answer to this question is B, extended in time. When droughts occur for long periods of time, that can contribute to the start of wildfires. Number 9. What does resilient mean in resilient communities can better recover? A, easily damaged. B, strong and able to recover quickly. C, always dependent. The answer to this question is B, strong and able to recover quickly. When communities can get back up again and rebuild together, that means that they are resilient, they're strong and able to recover quickly. What does culminated mean in the fires have culminated in widespread destruction? A, begun with. B, reached a climax or highest point. C, been prevented. The answer to this question is B, reached a climax or highest point. The fires have reached the climax, the highest point in widespread destruction. So those are our 10 questions. I hope you were able to learn lots of information from this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more like this. See you next time.